Well, you found me, okay? The
That's
Jello
impressive.
shots guy. Well, this week we're talking about perhaps the most demonic people that we've talked about since we started this podcast. I mean, the chive guys are close, but like sales guys is, ugh. Like their videos are immediately unsettling to me, which is crazy. Have you ever done sales, Zach?
No, but my wife did for a little bit actually, and my understanding is you almost have to be professionally delusional to really like lock in as a sales guy. So I'm excited to hear what you've dug up.
Well, Bryan, have you done sales ever before?
Absolutely. Well, I will tell this story. Back when I was like 19 or 20, like I needed a job really bad, and I went through the newspaper looking for jobs, and one of the jobs said, "Are you into heavy metal? Do you have tattoos and piercings? Well, this is the job for you. Make whatever I don't remember the amount per month." So I was like, "Well, fuck, dude, I love heavy metal. And I also have piercings. So I'm going to go do this job." So they're like, "Be here at 8:30 tomorrow." And I got there, and there was a guy I went to high school with that was in a metal band when I was in high school. And he was kind of the boss. He was like second in command, and they sent me with him because I knew him, but they fucking drove me an hour out of Columbus on a winter day, like cold as fuck. And they didn't tell me what I was doing until we got out there, and it was
you can't agree to do that kind of thing. You have to make sure they tell you before they drive you somewhere what you're going to be doing.
I also can't imagine how this is going to end up being about sales. So
yeah, it doesn't sound like a sales job, does it? No.
Well, once we get there, and we're talking about 15 degrees outside. I'm not talking about like.
Okay, that's hot where I'm from.
Okay,
because
that's
I live
not
in
hot.
Canada, and we use Celsius, so that's actually just like a nice weather.
So the first thing we do.
So for you, that'd be what, 2 degrees?
I don't know. I don't know the
conversion.
Like 70.
I'm not sure.
Like it'd be 70 for.
He's going the other way with it.
I don't even actually know. So they go like this. The first thing we do before anything has been explained to me, because he spent the whole drive out to this city talking about like heavy metal and stuff. So I was like, "What are we doing, man? Is it like some cool? Like, are we like, loading out for a band or something like that?" But he was wearing a suit and tie, so I kind of was like a little bit. So we get there,
mixed signals there.
Yeah.
He takes you up. We go to the first door. He knocks on the door. Guy opens the door, and he goes like this. "Hey, I was just wondering if you would be interested in saving some money on your gas bill." And the guy's like, "No, I'm not interested." And the dude looked right at the guy and he said, "Well, I guess you don't like money. Goodbye." And the guy was like, we walked away. He did that like 6 times. Like we went to like 6 doors. And then finally I was like, "Dude," because we went to lunch at a Walmart. I said, "Dude, just come back and pick me up when you're done at this Walmart." And me and this woman sat at a Walmart for like 6 hours waiting for this guy to come back and pick us up and take us back. And that is like that's my only brush with sales.
So wait. Yeah, hang on.
What was your role in this?
What were you? Were you just like muscle? Is that why they wanted somebody with like who looked intimidating, and that's the way he saw that was a metal person? Or maybe he just wanted someone to talk metal with on the drive out.
Maybe, but I think it was really because like the type of guy, like they're looking for guys that can't get regular jobs because this job sucks. See. You know what I mean? So they're like, "Hey, where's like all the biggest losers that can't get a real job?" And I happen to be one of those people. I actually had this happen to a buddy of mine too. He did the same thing and then found out he did the same thing. They drove him out of town. And then he found out they were standing at a warehouse in the parking lot trying to sell people alarm clocks. And he just had to do it all day. And,
alarm clocks is something that if you need it, you go out and get it.
Yeah, it's not really a impulse buy.
It's not like, out. "Oh yeah, you know what? I could use an alarm clock after all." Yeah, that seems kind of. Listen, I've done sales before. I'm the only person here, so I'll let you guys know if you're being disrespectful during the episode because I'm the only person who's actually engaged in real sales. But I worked at Best Buy. I talked
Ooh.
about that. Had to do with my, remember I did the scam with the rocks and everything. But yeah, I hated it because you had to sell this service plan.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
Like those
hate
the
that.
extended warranty things.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing where it was a real proper sales job. Like I am at, like, because that's what they had. It's like, listen, anyone could sell the product. People are coming in there, to buy the computer because they need a computer. That's easy. Like you got to sell them on these extended warranties, and they would try to explain to you the value of them. And it really struck me as similar to these YouTube videos that I see of these fucking multi-level marketing sales guys, like sort of just not using any real language. Or anyways, I was fired from Best Buy because I was working in the cell phone department one day filling in, and somebody came in and couldn't afford a phone, and then I gave him my phone that I wasn't using anymore.
Yeah.
And then because I was being nice, but then he came back and was like, "There's something wrong with the phone," and he like came back to like Best Buy, and he totally fucked me because he's just like, "Hey, I need to talk to the guy who gave me this phone," and they're like, "What do you mean he gave you this phone? We don't sell this kind of phone." And then Torbin, the German manager, fired me right after that.
Come on, Torbin.
Yeah, Torbin, man, come on, man. You ever heard of being a decent fucking guy, buddy?
You didn't. It wasn't even their product. That seems totally fine. I would have given you a promotion.
I got a buddy.
The issue was I was supposed to be selling their product.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you did cost them a sale, I guess.
Yeah.
I have a buddy that got fired from a cable company when I was working there because he didn't feel like climbing through a guy's attic and rerunning all of his cables. So when he got there, he gave him a fucking card for DirecTV. And the guy called and was like, "Your cable guy came and referred me to DirecTV."
Buddy, that is such a funny.
Pretty bold.
That's very funny, and that's one of the funniest cable guy related things I've seen since the hit 1994 film Cable Guy, which we all love.
Well, the big sales guy out there, I mean, the master sales guy is
1996. Sorry,
yeah,
1996.
He had to look it up. He doesn't really know.
Well, it was released in 96.
Probably filmed
in 95.
Yeah, and Bryan, Zach has been in Hollywood movies. He knows how the stuff works. So his opinion, I'm probably going to respect a bit more on this particular issue.
I was not a cable guy until 2002, so the time doesn't even line up.
It's maybe based on you. It was maybe based on you. Wait,
how would it be based
on? That doesn't work.
That wouldn't work.
Did Matthew Broderick go forward in time?
Well, can I ask you an honest question? Did it factor into your decision in getting the job at all?
No, my friend got a job there, and they give you free cable. And
did it ever come up? Did it ever come up?
Yes,
at the time it did. Right, your friends talked about it, right?
Not even the people that you go to their houses would talk about it too. Everybody loved to say "cable guy" when you're.
It's a good icebreaker. I always like to, when I meet someone, I say the closest movie I can think of that relates to them.
Yeah, and the guy that's in the movie is like is like a creep.
Right, a psycho, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.